Hello and welcome to another Keymaster. I'm Sven Rajala, and today I've got my good old friend,
David Hook.
and we want to talk about the NIST SP 800-227. So what is SP 800-227 all about, David?
So SP 800-227 is basically a document of recommendations and strategies for dealing with key encapsulation mechanisms. So, in as much as NIST have published FIPS Pub 203, which is the ML KEM algorithm now, just having an algorithm in and of itself, while it helps, it doesn't really tell you anything about using it. I mean, obviously, there's good ways of using algorithms and bad ways.
No way. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, exactly. So rather than turning the whole thing into a foot cannon, NIST have basically published this follow-up document which gives guidelines on actually how to use KEMs in a constructive manner, and also provides some additional guidance in terms of some of the terminology you find around KEMs, such as things like INDCPA and INDCCA, which is indistinguishability of chosen plaintext attack and indistinguishability of chosen ciphertext attack. And those are basically, I guess you'd almost call them games that you can play with an attacker, which it does really like game theory stuff. But essentially, can I take a bunch of ciphertext and I've got a plaintext? Can I guess which plaintext generated one of the ciphertexts? That's kind of the NCPA one. And then the indistinguishability with chosen ciphertext actually allows you to just keep throwing ciphertext at someone, and can they actually work out what the message was, as long as the only thing that they can't decrypt is the message that is the challenge. Can they actually work out bits of the message? And the interesting thing is, with the original KEM that was published by NIST, which is in SP 856B, which is the RSA one, that only gives you indistinguishability over a chosen plaintext attack, whereas the new KEMs actually allow for indistinguishability over chosen ciphertext attack. So they're better algorithms, as well as being quantum safe. And the thing, of course, is, what applies to ML-KEM will also apply to HQC, which is the current algorithm that's now entering standardization, which actually came through round 4. And likewise, as algorithms like NTRU, which looks like it will be standardized separately by the IETF and Nippon Telecom, and also, say, Classic Michelise or Frodo-KEM, which BSI in Germany are interested in ISO.
Yeah.
They'll also, this document will also provide interesting recommendations for how to use them. So it talks about things like guidelines for using them in an ephemeral sense, and probably the most important takeaway there is, it does specify that if you're going to use an ephemeral KEM key, you should discard it after one use. And then there's other things about hybrids, and one of the interesting things about hybrids, actually, for me, is that they do refer to the X-Wing algorithm as an example.
Oh.
Using the name X-Wing, which finally proves that NIST are not really a bunch of killjoys. It's just that,
Finally have a fun name.
it's just that, with a thing like FIPS Pub, you kind of have to,
they're pretty boring.
Yeah, be straight, very straight. But there's still room for a bit of jocularity, which is nice to see. That's basically it. It's a reference document for people that actually are trying to use ML KEMs, and if you're working with KEMs, it's well worth having a look at.
So who's the target audience for that? Would it be more of the developer or a compliance person or an engineer? Who's
all
really
of the above,
towards?
really. Certainly for compliance people, it provides a document which allows them to check what developers have actually done. Developers, in the sense that, obviously this does provide some effective guidelines in the actual usage. So, any form of engineering that involves using KEMs, I think people should be having a look at this.
Yeah, so you really covered on what makes it useful for people with the SP 800-227.
Yeah.
So I guess, where do we go to find out more information from that then?
Yeah, so you can find it on the NIST website. It's very easy to do. Any search engine will direct you straight to the actual document. It's published now.
An HTML and PDF, I expect?
Just a PDF.
PDF, okay.
Yep.
All right, guys. Well, there you have it for the NIST SP 800-227, and go enjoy some nice bedtime reading on ML KEM.
Thank you.